And we are back. Baldur's Gate 3. Here in a Mind Flayer colony. It's all gooey.
Descend, assemble, prepare.
Avengers. Alright. Let's make our way forward here.
Light on my feet.
Oh, so carefully.
Strikes me that
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
Indeed. Gale got cut off by our dream visitor. Alright, anything? No. Some intellect devourers, but they're just chilling. Speaking
I'll
of
give it a shot.
an intellect devourer that might... Yeah, there it is. I couldn't remember
Stench.
if we got
I wonder
us
how
or
many
not.
pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here.
Alright, speaking of us,
I want to have a word.
from the beginning of the game.
Friend, you found the helm. We remember you well. You saved us once. Perhaps you can do it again? They are not kind to us here. We are different, they say, aberrant. They wish to repurpose us, destroy what they cannot fix. Please, help us escape harm.
Alright, I'll free you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You are a good friend. No. More. Rescuer.
Now, I can't recall if I have to just, you know, unlock the cage, or if I have to take everyone out. Let me talk to Chopper real quick.
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
About the creature, or that creature, in the cage.
Bad kitty. Sings wrong song. Must fix.
I'll take the creature with me. I won't disrupt the hive mind anymore. Try to persuade. Let's get a little bonus. We're not the ones to talk, though. There we go. Doesn't matter. We got the hot hand.
Yes. Yes. Take. Only one song remains. Careful petting. Sticky.
Alright, we got the cage key.
We are free. Thank you, friend. But perils remain, near and far. Better to stay together. You and us, we will remain with you. Call us, and we will be at your side.
Okay. So now we can summon us right here. Conjure us. Alright. Peaceful resolution. Otherwise, some other items here. Helms, there's a butchered mine right over there. A lot of this stuff don't really need. So we'll pick up that mind, because there's some stuff later that you can use that mind for. Now before we go in here, yeah, this is a fight that we can approach from a different direction, if I recall correctly. Let's come back over here, and while we're on the way, we will send that to camp. Excellent. Alright. Now, let's keep moving. Room slates. What do we got? Abrasia. Another room slate. Over this way, though. There's more stuff to do. Yes. Nope. Accidentally closed the door. Tadpoling center.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side.
Indeed.
This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Alright, so we have to rescue Zariel's asset from Moonrise Towers, if you recall previously. That's going to be right over this way.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
Spine player pod over here. To be specific, that's where we have the asset.
That pod.
By Grazit's cock, it's about time you came.
Zora, you were the devil sent, or you are the devil you sent Will to rescue. There's how you say, words.
Thought you'd have figured it out by now. Now, enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing.
Mizora's life rests in your hands. Perhaps you could end Will's pact here and now.
I'm not really good at these. So I'm just going to say, fine, let's get on with it.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. It has 2 devices marked with elithid symbols. The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Let's examine the one on the left.
You can make no sense of the symbol.
Let's examine the one on the right.
You decipher the symbol. It's an elithid sigil, meaning unleash.
Okay. We will connect our mind to the Unleash device and activate it.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out.
A bit of gratitude, then.
My sparkling disposition will more than suffice. Right. I'm out of here. I need a long bath. I'll leave you to your very serious business. But don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it. Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Deuces. All right, now back over here where we just were. Some different pods with different individuals in them. We should be able to come and investigate, if I recall correctly. If I touch this one, just as an example.
Remember the shattered windows of Alteral's High Cathedral, the burning black sky of Avernus beyond. The device releases us in its horror. The blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. Delirium, mania, laughter. The returned city casts your people out, the devils who dragged them down to hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith itself.
All right, got an apparatus over here we can connect to.
Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
So we can release all of them, we can purge all of them, or we can leave them be. So, let's save. Real quick. And release. So, it's going to get interesting. Because Mind Flare, the Intellect Devourers, another Mind Flare. Alright, so we have got Dread Ambusher. And if we can take out one, which this next shot should. Alright, this hit should. Now we're invisible. Alright, sweet.
No blue, all doom.
All doom. So, Gale, you've got an Intellect Devourer right next to you. We might... ooh, actually, I know what I should do. Let's twin cast Haste on... It's gonna be 2, and then Karlak will be 1. And Terry for the next one. Basically, haste is like extra actions that can be done. So if Karlak can sit here and throw, like, I don't know, her weapon 8 or 9 times, which before I started recording, I made sure our sword was bound to us, and then Terry. So both of them are going to be hastened. We can't move without generating an attack of opportunity, so we will try to melee. We rolled a 20 on it. Reverberation, which helps us with some of our spell or our equipment, works well with reverberation, so that's good. Alright, it's just those two. Alright, this is good. Alright, Karlak. This is going to be a time where we're going to need you to do some cool stuff. Let's get frenzied. Let's throw our greatsword. Let's see. Aim at the big bad. We're threatened, so we have a slight disadvantage, but still. Okay. Let's throw that sword at the big bad. Let's throw the sword at the big bad. Sheesh. Let's throw... Oh, hold on a second. It came back to us. Throw our sword at the big bad. Let's bonus action. Or action surge, I should say. Which is a bonus action of sorts. Anyway, throw our sword. Big bad. Oh, wait for it to return. There we go. Throw sword. Karlak, what have you done? But yeah, you can see hastened, you get a good amount of extras that you can do. Oof. Zevlor, going ham. Oh, Karlak's been stunned. He's looking for a Terry right now. Detecting presence. Devourer's running into the fight. Alright, Shadowheart. Let's get some Spirit Guardians. I think... yeah, no resistances. Just make sure. Alright, let's get some Radiant. let's see. Can you walk forward a touch? Good. And let's get you to heal. Where's Karlak? There she is. All right. Charm it. Saved. That's okay. They are very much concentrating on... Okay. Let's say Karlak Gale. This is okay. Alright, Terry. Sneak attack right there. Invisible again. Let's move a bit.
To press ahead.
Let's... Oh. There we go. We missed. That's okay. There's a crit. 80% chance with that backstab. Oh, but we didn't go invisible. Shame.
Can't always be a gentleman.
Alright, Gale. 1, 2, 3. Get those smites going. Boom. Zevlor doing work. Love to see it. Alright, Shadow Heart. Let's see. Get you to walk over here. Let's get Shriek as well. A little bit of AoE stuff. And dashed back to get an opportunity attack against it. Alright, Terry. You can get a sneak attack right there.
I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived?
Well, they found refuge. What the hell's happened out there, Zevlor?
You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie that is kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin.
Well, I guess that Devourer coming up ended that dialogue real quick. Yep. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see. Where... Just to get an idea. I'm trying to remember what part of what quest that was. I think the tieflings. Let's get tieflings. Nope, that was not it. Okay, well, we'll figure it out later. Alright, that will go wares. More wares. Alchemy. More alchemy. I think. Yeah. Just basically keep going this way. Alright, let's keep
Time to
moving.
press ahead.
Suspended Ceramorphosis. Give that a little read. This brine barrel. Let's pick that up. Let's send that to camp. Pick up actually both. And send both of these back to camp. If we need to do any barrelmancy.
Will know my design.
Alright, let's also grab a short rest.
That hit the spot.
And, oh, there we go. Proceed forward. Alright, we got the barracks coming up. Everyone
Softer than a whisper.
nice and sneaky like. Speaking of barrels and some other individuals. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. Wife sent me a text message if I saw something. I was like, I haven't seen that. Not yet.
On my way.
Alright, let's be sneaky. Because if we can lure them back over to here, then these are explosive, as we all know. Oh. Okay. Now, myself and Karlak are the only ones in battle, currently. They're freaking out a little bit. Alright. Oh, not melee. Range. Alright. Ooh. I don't think we're still hastened either, but that's fine. Oh, we missed. There we go. There's a kill. Alright, we'll just move out of the way. Get our throw going. Oh, wait for the weapon to come back. There we go. Throw. Okay, I'm gonna save actions, but with Gale,
Such an undignified position to find oneself in.
let's back up a touch. And Shadowheart, you too. Because basically we can have them ready at a moment's notice for fire to be right over there. So, let's come back. Karlak in the turn.
Love your blood after you're dead.
Where did you go? Oh. Well, Gale's hiding was not successful. Oh, and they threw that. Which means we need to get out of there. Let's counterspell. Backlash, of course. Alright, my plan did not work as well as I was hoping. It might hurt Karlak. But since it's fire, she'll be okay.
Not now.
Right. Hold. They saved. I should have just used an actual attack. Well, that works too. Shove him back into the fire. Right, Terry.
She is but the hack doctor who half pieced you together after whatever caused your head to get in there. Someone else must have attacked you. in the midst of whatever you were doing down here. This necromancer was a grunt in the scheme of the horrors enacted against you. That attacker is the source.
Well, let's try to remember the attack.
In the heart of all these membranes, there was a dagger awaiting you all along. But from who?
Who indeed? Alright, so a couple of us hit the level. So, I can't remember if we actually talked about what to do if that's the case. But, first thing, let's send these to camp. This, not a laden tank. Let's pick that up and send that to camp as well.
What's hiding
the
here?
Bone Daughter. Got another one of those scourge ones that we saw previously. Some grease. Yeah, we'll take that. Sure, why not? Is there anything else over here?
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I don't think so. Alright, let's come back and check these other rooms real quick.
What's in here?
Take those. Old journal. Let's give that a read.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation.
Alright, I think that's
The
okay
chosen are
for
mine.
now. Back over here. We'll just kind of make our way around the room. Nothing there. Chest. Let's check it. Featherfall. Sure, I'll take it. Check the logs, just in case we get any, you know, useful info.
Of many hearts, one soul.
Keep moving. This is the way out. Let's go over here. All kinds of goods. Harry Henry's journal. Give that a read. Alright. Otherwise, that's it for this. There is the way we came in. And then there's this final one here.
Prepare the march. My chosen.
Get this. Add that to our wares. Letter.
Here we go.
Read it, of course. A closed mind. And we send the closed mind back to camp. Okay, so speaking of camp, I just cleared that stuff. Okay. So, speaking of camp, we have got to do some leveling, but we currently can't do the thing I want to do, which is
Put the wind back in my sails.
get everyone up to the same level, or actually, we might be able to. Let me save. Hold on. We might be able to do this. So let me talk to Karlak. Skip. Oh, no.
This place is an illithid structure.
Okay. What about Gale?
Not entirely sure that was a wise decision. Better the devil you know, I suppose. The one Will knows, at least.
All right. So we can't dismiss them. I was hoping we could dismiss, and as they start to walk away, we talk to them like real quick, and then be like, "Hey, get back into our party," and that will catch their level up to ours. Is essentially what that is. So we're gonna have to wait, which is fine. It's just I would prefer to do this next fight at level 9 with everybody, but that's okay, I suppose. All right, now kind of making our way back to more or less where we were over here. Like I said, we should be able to approach this room with all the bad ones from a different angle. That's what I was mainly looking for. Oh, let me recenter. There we go. Get nice and sneaky, of course. Now, if we can get... Oh. Okay. Those are not the ones I was thinking were going to be coming up there. I need minor illusion. Minor illusion right there. Well, that didn't work the way I was hoping it would. Shield.
Certainly.
All right. Gale's in a bit of a tough spot currently, so let's see if Terry can help out with that. We may not have to do the leveling thing that I was talking about. Okay. So, a couple more, and then Karlach and Shadowheart. So let's do... I was going to say, there's a little bit of high ground up there. But I'm more concerned about all of this that's happening back here. If we were to go up there solo, it could cause some problems. Okay, let's just take a second to hide.
Out of mind.
Gale,
These mortals be.
let's get you to jump back as far back here as you can, buddy. And then, yeah, I think it'll be good. Basically make them have to use their turns just moving instead of attacking. That's the idea. Alright. Shadowheart. Let's get Guardian right there.
Alright, Karlach, it's go time.
And Karlach, it's time for you to go Frenzy.
Go on.
Move up a bit. Boom. Wait for it to come back. Thank you. Oh, not through the winged horror. Nice. Full action surge. Good news, though, is there is basically a rest coming up. So we'll get it to replenish all of our stuff. It's just we can't currently leave. Alright, another one down. Good job. Death Shepherds, of course, can raise the dead. And I was hoping they would be able to be grouped a little bit further back near the tanks. Boom! Alright. The Guardian, basically, anytime it attacks, takes health off of its own self. We don't have any advantage because I think we've been spotted, which is okay. But we can use some growth. And since that killed one of them, we're now invisible, which means we might be able to do what I was talking about. Let's see. Can we come up to like right here?
Into the bloody fray.
Come over here. Ooh, we're not invisible currently. Let's just come back.
Victory's assured.
Alright, Gale. Oh, we don't have the big fire. It's okay. It's okay. Can we... So okay. Sorcery, no. Let me look. It's just a level 2 spell slot if we were to do that. To regain a spell slot, essentially. Conjure an elemental, no thanks. Hoping for something a bit more on the AoE side, but that's okay. This is a huge AoE, but we're not gonna do it. Alright, For now... That's not good.
Need to stay focused.
Okay, let's get... See if we can get 4 of them in this fire.
Damn you.
Room. Okay, not bad.
Ready for another round?
Frenzy throw. Where's the sword? Are we seriously doing this again? Okay. Frenzy throw the pike.
Easy.
And, okay. I was getting ready to say, what? Throw the pike. Okay. Throw. Oof. The double crit. Love to see it. Alright. Here we gotta track down our sword again. Sonic backlash that. No, thank you. Oh, Terry. Basically, that spike growth to slow them down, hurt them, of course. Not a ton of pain, but oh, Terry's about to be in a ton of pain. But we can Misty Step. Which is good. We don't have enough resources on that. That's fine. Just go invisible. Right now. Just gonna make way over this way.
Everything.
Hmm. 32, 43. We'll hit you twice. Hit those. Save it. Oof, that was a bit of a hit. Alright. Let's get Radiant. Just move forward. Right there. Nope. I was gonna say the shove, probably not the best idea. That's okay. We'll just kind of hang out. Alright, another frenzy throw.
My little trick.
Knocked him prone. Good. Thank you. Okay. Come back, weapon. Thank you. A critical miss on a prone target. Karlach, what is your deal today? I don't like it. Boom. Basically, try to funnel them in. They're gonna get hit by the spikes, hit by the guardians and stuff, of course. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I move a Nautiloid tank. Yep. That did no damage. That's not good. Hmm. 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 Blind him a little bit. Gives me a second to hide.
Right. Time to skulk about.
Move a touch.
Roll in my favor.
Gale. Do what you can. Boom. Oh, Intellect Devourer behind us. That's okay. Let's see. Let's upcast this. Path is interrupted. Really? Really? Ugh. Okay, well then in that case. I'd rather... I mean, we could fly over there and get a bit of... no, we'll stick around. What? How's the path interrupted? By what? Look at that. Hmm. Ugh. All right. Get the spear back, or the pike. Excuse me. Okay. Good. He decided to go the other way. They fall down. All right, Terry. Here we go, buddy.
Have to keep going.
Sneak attack right there. Let's see. Do we have a thunder arrow? Because I want to kind of send him into where Shadowheart's guardians are at. Which is good. Somehow that missed though, but he's on 2.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Gale, you should be able to take care of this, right? Nice. Alright, so their heavy hitter's done. charm. Maybe. All right, sweet. Boom. You know what? Let's just throw it. Throw it. Frenzy our throw. Where's our... what is up with throwing weapons in this game? It's a returning weapon. That's fine. You know what? We'll just throw everything.
This'll help.
We'll go pick it up later. Let's try another shot here. Karlach, you're not doing so well today. Goodness. Alright, can we enhance our leap? Leap on over this way. Just be ready for the next turn.
Destroyer.
There we go. Alright, stop concentrating. Sheesh. Okay. Karlach, go pick up all your stuff, please.
Don't be shy.
First, let's take a little look. Okay. Alright. A bit of gold. Oh. Nope. Take gold. Shouldn't let you have any gold, Karlach. That's just regular model. Oh, wait. There was. There it is. Zombie. No. No. Alright, not much loot from this crew. That's okay. We got everyone leveled. Alright.
For me?
Yeah. I do not understand. We had it as our, you know, weapon bond, the Soulbreaker Greatsword. We didn't do a surprise attack, and it's just like, meh. Return, maybe, maybe not. I don't trust. Found a weapon. It says it down there at the bottom on that little pop-up window. Oh, okay.
I've got a long road ahead.
We've got some more stuff to do before we really finish.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Including picking up all of these not-void tanks.
Baldur's Gate will know my design.
Is there one more? Or are they all...
Our design.
Looks okay. Alright. This little puzzle we'll get to. There's... Let me ungroup for a second.
We will take
Yeah, everybody should be able to come over here.
every soul
Right?
made.
Hello. 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 Okay, good. For some reason, I thought we wouldn't be able to make it.
I feel glorious.
Alright, what do we got? Arcane Cultivation. Shadow Heart. Gain bonus to initiative. Let's get that to Gale. Toxin for Terry. Another mind.
Down.
Another prayer for forgiveness. There's an eye patch. Balthazar's notes. Alright, another mind. And then right here, a resonance stone. Which... So, all nearby creatures are steeped in bliss. So what does that mean? Well, It means. Seized by great joy, affected entity is more energized and also more mentally compliant. Entity has advantage on physical checks and a disadvantage on mental saving throws. Entity is also vulnerable to psychic damage. That's what that does. We're gonna send that to camp.
Ah, well. Good feelings never last, I suppose.
Head we can interact with.
Empty vessel, nothing more. Lending voice to elder law.
There's a little interface right here as well, where we can insert an item, like a brain. And talk.
Pardon? Wouldn't do to phlegm all over Lord Gortash during my first performance, would it? Acoustics are a little off in here. Which is where exactly?
Never mind that. Tell me about this Lord Gortash.
He heard me singing in Beggar's Rest. Said he needed someone to give voice to lost knowledge. A little over my head, being honest, but the Lord has gold. I trust he knows his business. Now, I'd best warm up.
No need. I think you got the part.
Truly? And my ma said the singing would come to naught. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, so basically you can take the little mines and put them in there, talk to them. I don't remember if there's like a specific something that you get for a specific one.
Of many hearts,
So
one.
that's for another person, for another time. Namely, just want to get out of here to go do the puzzle that's over this way. And then we'll slowly keep making our way back to where we were-ish. Alright.
As the console bursts into life, a mind touches your own. Alien and full of desperate need, but fragmented too. It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process, linking each part of your mind to its like.
We will begin to manipulate the mind. So, this is a puzzle. We have to get the corresponding speech, which is blue, reason, which is purple, memory, which is green, and emotion, which is yellow, to their corresponding ones at the end. That's the idea. But, as you can see, you can, like certain times, you can only go one way. So if I look at memory, I can go to here or here, if I wanted to. If I was looking at emotion, I can only go to here, which seems pretty straightforward. You know, just kind of take it piece at a time. I used to have this pretty dialed in, like, oh yeah, I go here. So it's been a minute since I've done it. Now, if I come back to memory, I only have one place to go. Just a little process of elimination, so to speak. Now, reason, we've got a few different places to go. So we could go over here. We could go over here. But you gotta look kind of three-dimensionally. So for example, if I were to take like this path, just as an example, then the emotion one is limited as we kind of continue forward. So like if I were to go up here, it would block off the emotion one, or the reason one, I should say. See, because this can only go over to this. That's what I was talking about. So if I come back to reason, I undo that one. So clearly, we can't get something to go here that's a different color than where it's going to be going there, is the idea. Now, if we come back to this one, it can only go to one spot, which means we got to kind of work from there, and that is memory, and memory needs to get over to here, which is connected to, we know, this one. So let's just click to go here to there. Oh, wait a second. Memory up to here to there to there. So potentially memory is done, potentially, but we may again have locked ourselves out of something. Let's come over to speech. All right. So we need to be able to get out of a pseudo bind of sorts. So if I were to go here, and then there. I clicked away from it.
Not be cursed.
Console glows
me just
as you
skip.
approach. The mind still.
Alright. If you tell it to wipe clean, it'll remember, or it'll erase everything you've done instead of remembering it. Alright, so speech. We can go here. And we need to get to... Wait a second. On speech. Where's my speech one? Reason speech. Okay, it's over there. Might need to cut across like this. Again, it's been a minute, so I might not get this right. And that... Okay, let's work with the emotion one. Yeah, I might have just cut off the reason one, because it would go here. And potentially have nowhere to go.
Open this cage, you wanting asshole!
Let's bring speech back if we can. Come back a touch. Alright, let's back that one up. Okay, now, the emotion one. We'll go here. Let's see if we can get it to go up here, and then there. Wait. Oh yeah, we can click ahead. That's right. There. Right. Okay. Now, this means reason. All right, hold on.
The mind passively awaits your input.
Sever that connection, start over. I got a little off track on something. Okay, so memory. Its only option is to go there. Emotion's option is to go there. Speech. Let's get you over here. Reason. Let's get you there. Ah. I'm not a fan that it...
Console glows as you approach.
Manipulate the mind. Okay. Reason. Let's get you to there, which will take you there. Which gets us off track. Let's go back. So there, to there, there. And as you get connections going, you'll see things can change up a little bit. Little patterns will emerge, speech and whatnot. Make sure memory. Biggest fan of it. Okay.
Console glows as
I'm
you
gonna get
approach.
this. I'm gonna get this one day. Memory mode. Click there. We want to go up there. And we want to go there. I want to go there. Now, why is it not lighting up? There we go. Ugh. It's like if you just miss it.
Console glow.
All right. We got that one connected. Good. Now, emotion mode is currently blocked off, which means we need to come back. All right, emotion mode, come here, come to there.
Master, welcome.
Alright, now with that information, let's go to speech. To there. To there. To there. To there.
Welcome back, Master.
The emotion one.
Time to see what's back there.
Indeed. Time to see what's back there. It's the waking mind. And Blade of Oppressed Souls. And this desecrated relief.
Discern.
So, Blade of Oppressed Souls. Slashing, acid damage because of our little extras, but then psychic damage, and it's got a 1d4, or nope, psychic damage 1d4 on that. Let me see something. Doesn't really have much of anything else. Let me look. Would this from, let me look at something. Karlach. Okay, it's less. Psych damage is conditional, but plus 2 to the bonus. Yep. Shadowheart. It would be more, but then we would lose the extra goodies that come along with Phalar. So, Terry, let's take this, send it to camp. Now, the desecrated relief.
Our destiny, design, downfall.
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss.
The Grim's design, order, perfection.
Unity.
That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind. And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone, leaving only stone once more.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
Did the Illithid Empire fall?
Now, I'm curious, because I don't remember if I've done this before.
Don't waste a step.
Take that waking mind back over to the, interface that we can talk to. Oh, I am pressing the wrong button. There we go. So let's see. I'm gonna just get Terry by himself over there. Alright. Come on over.
Let's see.
Alright, let's choose the waking mind. Have a little chat.
Fine bones, sharp jaw, some variety of elf. Pretty enough for a flesh prison, if not the noble Githzerai features I was born with. I'd guess you're no willing guest of the gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another.
You called yourself Githzerai. Is that some kind of Gith-Yankee?
Oh, for a set of hands to slap your face! The Yankee lost their way the moment Gith threw down the Gate Empire. Only we, Zerai, continue the war to end the Gate forever. Only we fight them on their own battlefield, the Mind.
I'm listening. What aid are you offering?
My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the Gate. They destroyed us for it, and kept me as a trophy. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake, aware. So here is my offer. Use your tadpole, erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you.
You catch the lie. The monk isn't telling everything.
If you want my help, then tell me the truth.
All right, the Gate did not find my monastery. I led them there. They promised me immortality, and they gave it. I have been their rotting trophy for centuries.
As her agitation swells, so does her latent psionic power. To your tadpole, that guilt and terror are almost fragrant. You realize the Illithids locked her away not as a trophy, but as a fine vintage.
Please, touch my mind and purge it. The moment you do, my knowledge will be yours.
We can consume or purge. Let's make a save, because I genuinely don't know what happens here. I haven't done this before. And I don't really watch people play Baldur's Gate, other than getting like little, kind of cool little ideas and moments, but... Alright, let's purge.
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It is tentative and tinged with the loneliness of eons. It fades beneath your touch, but you feel something left behind. A fragment.
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But when you use it, you will see. And I see.
A Githzerai Mind Barrier is what we just got. Okay. Let's see. Is there? Okay. Having assimilated a splinter Githzerai knowledge, or a splinter of Githzerai knowledge, mental barriers have been erected in the affected entity's mind. It has advantage on intelligence saving throws. Okay, not bad. And that seems to be a permanent thing, too. So that's good. Alright. Oh, that's the wrong button. Let's regroup. We will do a level up as soon as I get to... namely, right around this area. Oh, we want to go through the door, not to it and close it. And then make our way down this way. Because right here, we replenish all of our spell slots, our health, all of that good stuff.
A whole fleet of Nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place?
Gonna send one of these to Karlach. Send that to camp. Send that to Karlach. Fresh mind. Send that to camp as well. Box can't do anything with. That's okay. Neural apparatus. This is the dissension part. Alright, let's come on over here. Restoration. Boom. Just like we would have rested and got all our stuff back. Okay, now we have to level up. I was not anticipating leveling up because whenever I looked at our characters before I started recording, it was like, oh, you got like 2,000 something points. And I was like, we'll get 2,000 points after we do this next fight. So I need to pull up my notes. So give me a second to do that. Call a timeout. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got my notes. So for Terry, we're choosing, excuse me. Let me come back here. So we were level 5. Ranger wanted us to go level 6. We're going to get our rogue up to level 4 because we get our new feat. And for this, obviously there's the case for ability improvement where we could bump up our dex, you know, a good amount. But we get from our gloves of dexterity that we're wearing currently, if I recall correctly, we get extra dex passively. So what I'm going to go for is alert. We get another +5 bonus to initiative, and we cannot be surprised. Period. Which is good. So, I mean, we're already going first in basically everything, but now we can't be surprised, which is good. So, we're going to take that for Terry. Alright, next up is Gale. Alright. While this is going, let me switch screens and switch over to his notes. The sound in the game's going to go for just a second. There we go. Okay. So for level 9, which is technically level 8 on the sorcery side, we're looking at spells. What spells are we looking at is the question. Got some high-end spells, that's for sure. And we got a feat. Hold on a second. Do ability. I've got options for me. Ability score. Or a couple others. So obviously there's ability improvement. We could do alert to get his initiative up as well. There's also Warcaster, gain advantage on saving throws to maintain concentration on a spell. You can also use a reaction to cast Shocking Grasp at a target moving out of melee range. Or there is Elemental Adept. Your spells and attacks ignore resistance to a damage type of your choice when you cast spells of that type, and you cannot roll a 1. So, yeah, I'm thinking Elemental Adept here. Fire, that's our main one for Gale. And for the spells themselves. Okay, what were we looking at? There's Wall of Fire, which is not too bad. Banishment, Confusion, Polymorph. What do I have written down? A couple of things I already have. We've got Daylight on Shadowheart, which will come in handy in Act 3 once, that I can remember for sure. Not to spoil anything. Greater invisibility. Make Beast fight alongside you is pretty good. Otherwise... Grant Flight could come in handy. Hypnotic Pattern. And Wall of Fire is good, you know, just... It's a Wall of Fire. I think I'll go with that for now. Do I replace any spells, though? Dimension Door, got my counter spell. Yes. Got Hold Person, I got Haste. Got my... I think I'll go change out Hold Person with our new... Or no, we already know Wall of Fire. Never mind. Let me change that to nothing. Okay. Sorry, well, I keep forgetting that the one we learned is getting added. So, Wall of Fire, we're getting it added. Boom. Okay. Karlach. If I remember correctly. Hold on a second. Switching over. Let me see. We get spells if we go this way. We get Repel. While Frenzy can't be charmed or frightened, and calm motions no longer ends. Here we get a feat if we go the fighter route. There's a potential for a respec coming up. Potential. So I think for now I'm going to get that extra thing for fighter so we can look at having that extra feat, especially for these next battles, but I might do some respecking. Let's see, what do we want? Protection from good and evil, especially for what's coming up. Feat. Ooh. We go alert with you as well. Yeah, let's go alert. This is mainly just for a one fight kind of thing for her. Alright, Shadowheart. Switching, of course. We are... Got a new feat. Divine Strike Radiant. Strike foe with your weapon as it becomes wreathed in gleaming radiance. Or we could continue. And we get the meta magic as well. A distant spell. Extended spell. Well, a twin spell for sure. Distant. And a spell we can get. Just something to have. Just a little extra something. Chromatic Orb could be nice. No spells I want to replace right now. Okay. some of this could get respect. I'm just like looking at my notes and I'm like, I might want to change some things. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. All right. So we got our levels. Everybody's good. Refreshed. Thanks to our little restoration here. Make sure.
Attention.
All right, that's bound.
Keep it together.
Time for us to descend.
Is anyone else's tentacles squirming around a lot more than usual?
It's reacting to something down here. We should prepare to do the same.
Right.
Never wanted the easy path.
All right, everybody. That was an autosave. I'm just going to make another save just in case.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
What's in? Being nice and quiet.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker! Gortash!
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prism? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews. Again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Thor!
Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen. To have it. To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mystra commands.
So basically, there's one option. You could go ahead. We stand no chance against such forces. Let's end it together. and roll credits. But then there's no Act 3. But Gale, you cannot do this. You can't condemn us to death.
What choice do I have? More than just a goddess counts on my courage. Whole worlds hang in the balance.
Trust me, Gale, we'll find another way.
I do trust you. More than myself right now. Perhaps even more than Mistra. I have no desire to end your life, you know that. To end it? To struggle on. It is a grave choice you're making for us both. But if it must be so, very well. I'll stand down to stand by you.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Whom preserve us?
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
Okay. Now. Actually, I'm going to make another save here, so if something crazy happens, we don't have to do the whole cutscene again. But we got some inspirations. There's Ketheric. But there's also a little something over here. And we, in order to make this a little bit easier, are going to need to, well, be invisible for a little bit. So, let's see, I've got a potion of invisibility. We'll just take one out of our pouch. He was just kind of sitting there staring at me, so I gave him some pets. He laid back down. Alright, so, from here, we want to go invisible, and we want to sneak past all of this over to here, to this platform. That's the idea. And we have got 10 turns to do it. Alright. I'm gonna basically get over here. Nice and quick.
Let me put my magic.
Right.
Intestines throb.
Now.
Blood whispers. Should mind my step.
Hopefully we don't run into these. If we do, it's not the end of the world.
A long way from Waterdeep.
No one stopped me yet. These boots have seen everything. Quite ready for you.
There may be a way to Misty Step over there. I'm just not going to use Misty Step. Just want to save it.
I wonder what the next move is.
What path lies before me?
As you can see, there's Dame Aelin, aka the Night Song. Alright, so let's exit. Let's take Terry by himself.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
Funny you say that. My place is right here. My bright flash could be the last thing you see.
Your place is to die so that I might finally live. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
Yeah, enough talk. Let's finish this.
With pleasure.
Okay. I'm just double checking. Let's see.
They burn.
Alright, so Gale and Karlak have a lovely bit of advantage. Terry, though.
Slug my guts through this hell.
Bo has now freed the Night Song. Because essentially, she can stay trapped and can cause problems if you don't get out of it, but enough of that.
I don't fancy their chances.
Alright, Gale, what do we want to do? We might be able to twin cast. Target's too far. My range is not quite what I was hoping for. I'm trying to think, because I'd like to get haste, but I think I know what I'll do instead. Alright, we're going to do haste on both Gale and Karlak. And let's just kick off the ceremony, shall we? Ooh, that's 35%. Bludgeoning. All kinds of stuff. Alright, we gotta at least try. 1, 2, 3. Alright, a miss and a hit. I saw for sure. Alright, that'll be it for Gale. Let's get frenzied. Let's throw our bound weapon.
That's it.
Okay, it returned. Throw our bound weapon. Let it return. Good. I think I may have jumped the gun before when we didn't have the weapon return right away. I was like, oh, just throw it. Keep missing though. I'm saving this bonus action. Alright, Terry. Let's see. We definitely don't want to get up there. We do want to take out this Mind Flayer, though. Nice. Alright. So it's down. Let's jump on up there. So while we're invisible, keep a bit of overwatch,
On my way,
so to speak. Alright, Ketheric. So that incubating death. Oh.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
There's the focus. But there's also all these baddies over here. Okay. Let's get some Radiant going. Just walk it forward. Like that. Counterspell. Oof. See if we can charm. Okay, not bad.
Back in your cage.
Over there and get some. Almost. Yeah, we gotta watch out for that incubation. I didn't realize it was gonna be that quick. Alright, sneak attack. Ketheric. That missed. That's okay. Throw down a Hunter's Mark. Three critical hits. Another Deadly Orders. Shadow Hearts. Can you? That's not too far. Want that to hit. What's the play here? Just walk forward. Works. I'm gonna save Counterspell. Just in case there's some big spells coming on. Got frightened. Interesting. Right, let's get lovely Frenzied Throw. Really? That provides an attack of opportunity? You know what? Let's throw you up there. Alley-oop! Alright, Frenzy Throw, the sword.
Want to do it?
Karlach, what's your deal today? There we go. Save the bonus action, though.
The dance of death.
Not a fan of that sneak attack. It's just regular. Yeah. It's not gonna be the best.
Let me recite their
leave it alone for now. We're gonna throw a fireball right up there. Okay, then let's back it up. Counterspell that, because Dame Aelin is down to 1 health. So... I got an idea. Let's throw one of these.
On I go then.
Give her a bit more health. And then bonus action. More health. Okay.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours. It is no matter, for I am death, and I am not the end. I am the beginning.
Shit.
All right. Phase 2. So Merkel here, a good amount of health. Basically, consume a sacrificial necromite and gain Reaper's reward. Dark vision, defense, health, extra attack, pay ancestry. Can't be charmed, and magic can't put it to sleep. Spells that alter someone's form. Obviously, no effect. Extra Divine Smite and an opportunity attack. Okay. Now it looks like Dame has been knocked down. So let's think on this. Our sword is all the way up here. Okay.
Easy.
All right, a little bit. Got it. Not bad, not bad. We're gonna take that extra action. Walk forward just a touch. gonna see. I might be able to take this one out. Good. Okay.
Well, so much for peace.
See if we can, actually, hold on. Do I have... I was hoping I had some more of the, combustion oil, but I don't, unfortunately. That's fine. What is it? Bloodlust. Drink that. See if we can get it a little attack here. A little fire. Let's go regular. Get a crit on that. That's good. And one of these. There's also something coming up that can pull us in, and this fall can hurt. So I'm gonna try to come down here, and hopefully we don't get completely hosed. All right, Gale. That hit the dame. That's okay.
One life to my life. Sustain.
Oh. Alright, we're frightened currently. There's the call that can pull stuff in. It pulled us up to where we were. That's good. Alright, let's get our... can't be healed. A bone chilled. All right, let's pull her up and hit. That's good. And then just get close. All right, Shadowheart might get hit here with some stuff. That's okay.
Now you wear a face to match your soul, Oathbreaker.
Where are you going, Dame? Just going somewhere to chill. Only 52 more hit points on this, so that's good. Alright, Karlach, let's get to work. You could probably take him out in one turn. I didn't mean one throw. Needless to say, this on honor mode is where I've had multiple runs end. Because it gets...
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Now, we pick our way toward our fates, unleashed. You have my sword, my fealty.
Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
The Apostle of Merkel. Hadn't expected that.
Okay, there's still a little bit to clean up.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
Alright.
I have a lot on my mind.
So.
And, well, in it.
Add that to our wares.
Moving in.
I'm just gonna get Terry down off of here. And there's gonna be some stuff to search, some talking to do, to wrap things up. So next time, because I've been going a while, next time we're going to wrap up Act 2 and start Act 3. Huzzah! So I'm gonna get out of here. And before I go, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. See you guys later.